whatever they ask you. That's
Greetings, everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement, except I'm not in the basement. I'm upstairs, and I have special guests. If anybody's watching my videos today, you'll know that it's my birthday tomorrow, and my incredible daughters, Andrea and Stephanie, are here. Our granddaughter, Juliet, is here.
She's asleep.
It's the birthday countdown show. Let's see when people come on. Now, give me a second. I have to do a bit of homework here.
Are we still being recorded?
We are recording. We're live. You'll see it right now. Countdown to 70. So,
And what is the YouTube channel?
it's Glenn Kellaway from the basement.
Okay, Glenn Kellaway, I'm going to make an announcement.
No. To who?
People, in case they want to tune in.
Just bear with us for a
Like,
second.
the less people, the better, no?
Done.
Like, who are you making it? It's just
Done.
Hornet?
There we go. Nobody's watching yet. They will.
Oh,
So
boy.
we are going to do
I
it.
was promised more, GK.
They'll come on. People will see, and they'll be here. They'll flock to it. You watch. I have faith in my viewers. You can't all be in bed.
All right, well, what's the subject?
So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, in honor of your birthday, why don't you share something about yourself that people might not know about you?
Oh, that's ridiculous. You
Why?
put me on the spot.
Oh,
live
okay.
on-
Oh, I apologize. Okay.
What do you tell?
Next story.
Yeah. What don't people know about me? I think everybody knows everything about me.
Okay, change of plans.
Yeah. Let's
Why
just
don't
talk
you
about
talk
music.
about our favorite musicians with us?
Why don't you? Okay, let's talk about your favorite bands. Steph, you go first.
Like of all time or currently?
Currently,
Currently.
we got a viewer.
So, okay, cool.
Comment. See, here we go. Who's with us? Someone say something. Say hello.
I'll be a viewer.
Somebody's watching. It might be Daryl or somebody.
Yeah.
We'll get a few people. Don't worry about it. It'll happen.
So currently I'm into a band called Cold War Kids. Really love them. Couple
Cold
of
War
years now,
Kids.
but they put out a couple new
Where are they
songs I
from?
really
Sound
like.
Lab Studios is here. Thank you for joining us. The Beatles. Yes. Both my daughters are Beatles fans. I can tell you that. Christian, CGC Vinyl is here. Hey, Christian, thanks for joining us. I have my two daughters here, Andrea and Stephanie. So, have any questions? Do you have any questions for us about music, family, how we share music? Boost my ego a little bit. Tell me, did I influence you guys at all in your musical
Absolutely.
tastes? In what way?
Just being introduced to it at a young age,
Yeah?
I think. Yeah.
I
Five
like that
people
you let us listen to.
Look at that. Daryl Sharma is in the house.
Who's that? Who's that?
Right on.
What were you going to say, Ann?
I was going to say that I remember that you used to play Pink Floyd a lot, and that I think it was called Money, and
Yeah.
I got to say bullshit when I was a kid, and I thought that was pretty cool.
You could sing swear words when you were
Yeah,
a
that was
kid,
my
and then
favorite.
and you wouldn't get in
That was
trouble.
my favorite song for a while because I could say that word.
Oh.
I feel like, yeah, like it being introduced to like Cat Stevens and stuff, when you're 4 years old.
Yeah.
Something you always remember.
Because I remember when I was
Four?
I
like,
feel like going back, like he used to sing Cat Stevens to us when we were young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, Moon Shadow and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. When I was like say 1967, 68, Jefferson Airplane, bands like that would come out and they would say like Mother Effer in their songs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And our stereo was in our living room,
Yeah.
and I would play that on. And I didn't want my mom and dad to know that I was listening to something, like, because they might have told me I couldn't listen to it or something.
Yeah.
So whenever that I knew the word was coming up, I'd cough really loud when they were sleeping. So they couldn't hear that. Yeah.
I also remember when I was in high school, I
was gonna tell a high school
listening
story,
to Frank Zappa, and we were very into Frank Zappa, the Chic Your Booty
Yeah, you like
album.
Chic Your Booty.
And like I remember my mom being like, "Are you, Glenn? Do you know she's listening to Frank Zappa? And do you know she's listening to Bobby Brown?" And you were like, "Yeah, so." And you're just like, "It's fine. It's music.
It is.
That's like
And I like
grade 10 was like when Eminem was at his like top. And I remember listening to Eminem with you in the car, and you were like, do you even know what he's saying?
Oh. Okay, question for us. Eagles, love them or hate them?
Love him.
There's no in between.
Love him.
Okay, I love them. However, I don't love going to see the Eagles in concert because I can't afford the lower bowl seats. So
I saw Eagles in 2004. Loved them.
And Glenn Fry was still alive then too.
Yeah, but did you not? Okay, I don't know about your tickets, but our tickets, I don't. They were pretty expensive, and we were like, it was like being at a concert, watching other people at a concert.
I don't think
Eagles
tickets were that
fans would
expensive
get
at
off
that
their-
time. That was before.
I wish Eagles fans would get off their asses and dance and have a good time.
Yeah, but it's not that kind of really. It's still Joe Walsh.
Yes, it is.
Well, Joe Walsh starts playing, and then it gets lively.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But the Eagles are great.
I feel like you stand
A
regardless.
favorite Eagles song?
Seven Bridges.
Road.
Last Resort.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Very
no,
good
I
choice.
changed my mind. But those two I like.
Yeah. Both good choices. Where's the party hats, cake, and noisemakers?
Listen.
Hey, it's
I
not
gotta
that kind of
go on.
party.
Okay. All
The
right.
party's
I'm not
tomorrow.
This is getting props.
This is the pre-party. Everybody's tired today. This is the countdown. I know the Who hit a swear word in Who Are You? Who the are you? That wasn't hidden.
I'm not a Who fan, I don't think.
Oh, there we go. Party hat.
Party
We're going
hat.
to see the Blue Jays on Saturday, so for my birthday. Family day, the ballpark. Cheap hot dogs. 10 people watching now. See that? They come out of the woodwork. I want to thank everyone for the kind comments today on the video I posted today. For those of you who made kind comments, and for those of you who didn't comment or watch it at all, and I'm ashamed of you. What else musically we can talk about? Last concert you went
My
to.
first.
So the Low. We went together on Friday.
Big concert, people would know.
Oh,
That's
last
awesome.
big
Is
concert
that
I
what
went to? What did I see last? Well, I went to Jack White last year. That would have been my big concert.
Steph and I went to see Jack White last summer.
That was
great.
my last
Budweiser State.
big concert.
Andrea's last big one would have been.
Oh God. It was the Chili Peppers.
Oh, seen them live
With
too.
the Chili Pepper, and whatever their opening band was, I did not love. But I know we're about positivity on the.
How did you feel about the Chili Pepper song?
I actually liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
I thought it was really good.
Flea's cool, dude.
Grey Hornet?
We saw them in a rainstorm in a stadium, so they went on like close to 3 hours late, and I was so annoyed that they played the whole concert. Like, I know everyone else was like, yes, they're playing the whole concert. It was rain delayed, but I personally wanted to leave earlier.
Wow.
It went on really late, but they still did the whole 3 hours.
That's pretty cool. Back in when Chicago was huge, the band Chicago, they came to Toronto. They got held up at the border. They were playing at Maple Leaf Gardens, and this is when Toronto was like a pretty naive city. Everything closed up early. It was still kind of a church town.
What year?
72 maybe. And they didn't get to Toronto because they got held up at the border. And all the fans were in the stands, and they kept saying, don't worry, they're coming, they're coming, they're coming. They didn't show up until like 11 o'clock at night or something like that. Played from midnight and did their whole show. And then 17,000 people getting out of Maple Leaf Gardens in the middle of the night with no TTC, no
How
transit.
to get home.
It was a big news in the paper the next day.
Oh,
People were
that's
just
cool.
stranded downtown. Like they couldn't get home.
That's cool.
Thundercat. That's the name of the opening act. Thanks,
Oh, yeah.
Daryl.
Oh.
Opening band was Thundercat. That's Andrea's husband, Daryl. Do you enjoy your dad's banjo playing? Oh, good question.
Yes.
How can you say no?
But what's your honest answer?
How can you say no?
Okay.
Yes, I enjoy his playing, and I enjoy that we, throughout the years of our lives, have been able to go and like watch him play in different bands. It's always been really fun.
Good answer. Bad answer.
That was my answer too.
Favorite Beatles song for each of you.
Oh, hide your love away.
Oh, favorite Beatles songs.
Yeah.
Hide Your Love Away.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, so it changes throughout. I think throughout your life as you identify with different things in
Well,
music.
true.
It changes.
But what's
And
your go-to always, no matter what?
I do like when I'm sad for no one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well that's my favorite Paul McCartney.
I
Beatles
really
song.
think it's really great.
Yeah.
Also very
But
sad.
like what's the Sunshine song? I love that one.
Oh, Good
And
Day
Good
then
Day
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
I'm not good with names of songs.
That's what Juliet and I play every morning.
Good
Yeah.
Day Sunshine.
What's the one where they go through the medley?
The medley, like on Abbey Road.
Sure.
And through.
You
like,
mean,
the love you
yeah,
make is better than
right,
Okay,
and
yeah,
then
it's
they
a
go through-
Beatles Abbey Road medley at the end. Yeah, Golden
Yeah.
Slumbers.
Yeah, Golden
Yeah,
Slumbers.
yeah.
I like Golden Slumbers.
Yes.
I mean, God, there's so
Do you guys
many.
know what my favorite Beatles song is?
Ticket to Ride?
Number 2.
Okay. Strawberry Fields.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
When we were kids, we loved the Hard Day's Night movie for a while, and
And Help.
Yeah, I know, but this is a Hard Day's Night movie related point. So, anyway, we couldn't remember the name of a song, and so
That's
we
from
called.
the Help album. That's why
Okay.
I'm saying that.
All right, you do it.
It's from the Help album.
It's not from Hard Day's Night.
No. The Doot Doot song?
Yeah.
It's from Help.
Oh, the George Harrison
I
song.
Need You.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
I need you.
It's from
Do,
Help, right?
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So we were watching the movie. We liked the song, but we couldn't remember just didn't know the name of the song. So we called Dad and we were like, "We just love this Beatles song. They say doot doot in it," and it took him hours to
Doot
figure
doot.
out. And they don't say doot doot.
Yeah.
The
No,
music
well, it's the
just-
music goes. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun,
Yeah.
dun. It's like I need you.
But
Yeah.
he got it. He got it based on 2 girls calling him up
That's
when they
funny.
were young, saying that.
And I also remember the story, Steph, when you were in school, that the teacher showed.
Oh, they did the Paul
document-
McCartney they went through the whole Paul McCartney
No, but
thing.
didn't they do it? Didn't you tell me they did it? They showed a Beatles documentary. At the first of the thing, they gave you a list of 10 questions to answer as you're watching the film, and you had.
Oh, I got them
questions
all?
before you even watched the movie.
Yeah,
you had all the
yeah,
10 answers. We were all Beatles freaks, so it was good.
I'll
Hey,
mention,
Briar, how are you?
I'll mention when we went to New York City, going to Strawberry Fields in New York City
Oh, you guys, yeah.
Was-
I've never been to New York, so that would be
was
so
like the
cool.
most like magical, peaceful experience I've ever had with you.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
it was
Yeah,
nice.
it was great.
I mean, it was also like really sad.
But like peaceful in a way where people are like you're literally in the hub of the city and it's peaceful there.
Yeah, and there's people playing Beatles music,
Yeah.
and there's flowers. And
Like it's just like people coming together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Feeling good, Glenn. Yes, thanks, Dan. Dan's how do I describe you, Dan? Dan's like the comedian of the viewers. He's got all these. He'll come up with some witty little comments. I don't know. He's like a comedian writer or something. I don't know what he does. He's funny. You're funny, aren't you, Dan?
I don't know what he does.
Glenn,
I don't
are
know.
you live at 69? Were the Beatles live in 69? The Beatles were not live. Well, they were live in 1970 for Let
Yeah,
It Be.
pointing. There you go.
But they weren't live in 1969. Oh, they were alive in 1969. And I am still live at 69 and hope to be alive at 70. Which is
Same.
only,
I also hope you're
yeah.
still alive
Yeah,
It's like 20 minutes away
in
if you live in
an hour and 40 minutes.
Newfoundland. There we go. See, that was Dan. That was one of Dan's witty comments. You'll get many more. 15 people watching now. Thank you. Bob, 70 years and never been to New York City. Why not? I don't know why not. There's absolutely no reason. I have no excuse. I just haven't gotten there.
We should take him for his
We-
71st
We're going.
birthday.
We're thinking that it would be really fun to go to New York and see MJ on Broadway.
Yes.
GK's a musical guy, so maybe he'd be into the MJ musical.
Well, you're watching. That's Michael Jackson, by the way. This
We're
is the-
huge Michael fans.
I
yeah.
think everyone knows who MJ is.
Yeah.
Well, there might be some people like stupid like me who don't know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. We
We
wanted
can
to dumb it
convince him
down
to
for all
go.
these people.
Do you remember when we were kids and Dad tried really hard for us to like his music, but also introduce us to what was popular then. So like Madonna, Salt and Pepper, Michael Jackson, Paul Abdul. Like I think you, as much as you didn't like it, you were like, hey, this is what's happening now. Check this
I
out.
encouraged it. Yeah.
But then we became Michael Jackson fans. And we were like, we want to go to Neverland. And you were like, no, you don't.
Yeah, yeah.
No
yeah.
one's going to
Did you
Neverland.
ask to get Madonna tickets? And you were like, absolutely not going
Did I
to that
say-
tour.
No,
Really?
but the Madonna
But wasn't that
concert-
their like erotica tour? Like,
Oh, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, Madonna had her concert live on television, and you screamed it, and then you said no. You're
Oh,
not
really?
watching it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
Really?
let it. You were not that
She's like-
music.
I didn't think I was that much of a.
We were young.
Rude.
Well, we were
Yeah.
just like
doing
8
things.
and
I
10.
thought
I
I
wouldn't
thought I
let
was much
Juliet
more
go
open
see Madonna when she was doing-
minded than that. But hey, what do I know?
Well, we were young.
maybe too young to even know what was going on, so we probably could.
What heartbreaker do you like more than Zeppelins or the Stones or Grand Funk? So there's each band has a song called Heartbreaker.
I only know Zeppelin's Heartbreaker, I think.
Heartbreaker, the Stones song is do 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 Heartbreaker. That's what it's called. And Heartbreaker, I think I like Zeppelin's Heartbreaker.
I only know
Go away,
Zeppelin.
Heartbreaker.
I only know Zeppelin, so I'll just have to pick Zeppelin's.
Yeah.
I only know the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Larry seems to have issues with his birthday post to you. Oh yeah, that was funny. My good friend Larry Graves, the Canadian stud muffin, put up a video today saying happy birthday to me and kind of talking about how much he loves me and how great I am. But every time he went to make a positive comment about me,
The sound.
the sound cut out, so you could never hear what he was saying. You just had to assume that. It was nice. It was pretty fun. Larry's a great guy. Larry and I are getting together next Tuesday to finish off our CD exchange for this week. So stay tuned for that sometime mid next week. And what else? Keep the questions coming.
Where were
Pat
you,
Benatar's
Glenn?
Heartbreaker. There's another one, Dan. You missed that one.
Where were you, Glenn? 12-8 what?
Where were you, Glenn? 12/8/1980. Believe it, that's when John Lennon was murdered. I was, believe it or not, went to bed early, and I always slept with a radio on. And for some reason, I woke up at the minute they were saying what happened, and out of a deep sleep, just going, what the hell's going on? And I got up and then watched TV like all night. And sad day. One of the saddest days of my life. Hey, JT, how are you? JT lives in Reno, Nevada, and is a cool dude, man. This guy he's seen everybody. He knows where the bodies are buried and like with the gangsters and everything. JT's got stories.
All right.
Hello, Sean. Hello, JT. I only had room for 3 heartbreakers. There's 4. You got to make room. Go away, heartbreaker. Did you say that when you get rid of one?
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping with the TV on. Is that okay? I do every night. Yeah. My wife Lynn puts it on when she goes to bed and watches like Seinfeld and stuff and kind of falls asleep with it as a nightlight. It doesn't bother me. Like I could sleep with the TV on all night. Once my eyes are closed and I'm gone, I don't care. So, you guys?
Dead silence, please.
Dead silence. You care if TV's on?
I watch TikTok to fall asleep. Of course,
Oh,
I'm getting
there we
all the
go.
best news.
Yeah. There we go.
That's real news. All legit.
Keep them coming, guys. What else? Any upcoming concerts?
I got Madonna,
Whoa.
which is like
Heavyweight.
a bucket list concert, and Blue Rodeo for like the 15th time.
Oh, cool.
I'm bummed out. I didn't see Taylor Swift. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but I
They just all
like just
hype.
the stuff coming out of the concert, and like Beyonce's concert looks really good too. And again, I'm
I
not
saw
a big-
Beyonce.
yeah, but like the show they're
She's
putting
doing,
on.
yeah. You going to go see it?
No, I'm not.
Taylor Swift just announced another 42 dates or something.
Yeah,
Um,
crazy expensive.
When I went to U2, I'm not a huge U2 fan, and I am a Lumineers fan. And I had a buddy at work say to me, "Do you want to go see the Lumineers in concert?" And I was like, "Cool." He goes, "Great, U2 is going to follow them."
Oh no way, that's funny.
Anyway, not a huge U2 fan, and but really enjoyed the visuals. I'm a photographer and very into different things like that. So yeah, if they've got some interesting visuals and things like that, I'm definitely down to go.
Bucket list concerts that you want that you haven't seen yet that you want to see.
Oh, that's a tough one
That
because
probably
most of
is
my
tough
people.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of people that are out now that I'd really like to see. I would have liked seeing Dead and Company that's touring around doing all the Dead stuff. I never got. They don't come up here. And yeah, I'm trying to think. That's a really tough one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks and Rod Stewart are like my top two
Yeah.
right now. I want to chase down.
I saw Garth Brooks and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting it to be amazing, but it was amazing. I would like to see Alison Krauss in concert.
Seen her.
They're coming in July. You knew that, right? She's coming.
With
Alison Krauss and Robert Plant.
Robert
Here,
Plant,
yeah.
but I would like to see her with like
Union Station.
Yeah, that's
I want to see her
right?
with Union Station.
Yeah.
And what else? I don't know. Like I would like to see. I don't know. I guess I kind of would like to see Eminem. There are a couple of hip hop
I saw
artists
Eminem
that I never
in
got
grade
to
10.
see, and I would like to see them as well.
So Eminem with Limp
Is he
Bizkit.
still? Is Eminem still?
I don't
doing
think
it?
he's touring right now, but maybe
I
one
But he's
day.
still putting out records and stuff.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
I haven't heard from him for a while.
Yeah, but I saw him grade 10 with Limp Bizkit. It was great.
Oh wow!
Me and Ashley Morrow went.
Oh,
Shout out Ashley.
where the heck
I'm
am
pretty
I
sure
there?
you dropped us off, Dad.
If you want to fall asleep fast, Matlock will help you. Yeah. That's the old Andy Griffith show, isn't it? Wasn't he Matlock? Happy birthday! Hope Morphine will be getting a good review on Tuesday. I hope Morphine will be getting a good review too. I kind of just discovered this band Morphine, and I bought a CD and I do a CD exchange with my friend Larry.
Okay.
And I lent him the Morphine one. So we'll see on Tuesday if Larry liked it. I think it's a great record. Happy birthday, Glenn, from Matt and Justin. Thank you so much. It's Matt and Justin.
Okay.
Who's that? I just heard that ZZ Top is coming to BC again. They play out here all the time in Abbotsford. There's only two left.
Out of the band?
Yeah. But I guess they can still be ZZ Top. I've never seen ZZ Top live.
You know who I want to go see? I want to go see AC/DC, and I don't even like them.
Thank
I don't
you.
know.
No, thank you.
They're like 4
Happy
songs
birthday
I
wishes. Happy birthday. Hey, Michael, thank you. I want to see Billy Squire. I never did. I've never seen Billy Squire. We're even. Andrea and Stephanie into playing vinyl records like their dad.
Yes.
Yes.
Andrea has had a record player for a while. I just got my first one.
Yeah. Steph just got a Crosley. One of those little suitcase Crosley ones.
That's
just
how
to
I
kind of get
started.
into
Yeah,
the
it's
thing.
just
And that's a good starting
Little
point.
initiator model.
I thought it would be really fun to go to
Oh,
record
Brian
shows.
Adams.
I thought it'd be really fun to go to record shows with my dad. And then when I went and I picked out the New Kids on the Block album, I was like, dude, this would be fun to have. He was like, oh God.
Oh no, what
Okay.
album did we have when we were kids? The Cocktails soundtrack.
That Tom Cruise Cocktail
Oh, what's that song we like? The Rave On, John Mellencamp, Rave On.
Oh,
One
oh
of
yeah,
my favorite
Ray Vaughan,
songs of
yeah,
all
the Buddy
time.
Holly cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song.
So when we get to Florida, there's a record show on the 27th.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah,
We're gonna go.
definitely go. And two friends of mine who may end up tuning in here, John, who lives just about an hour away. I'm not quite sure where he lives, but he lives
Brian Adams.
about an hour away from Orlando, and another woman by the name of Marcia who lives very close to you. And
They might
we're
come.
going to meet up. Yeah.
What's your favorite Ryan Adams song?
Ryan, not Brian.
Yeah, Ryan.
No, I know who he is.
Yeah. No, I thought.
No,
me
that's
too.
what I said because I don't like Brian Adams. So
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
but
I know.
Come, what's that
Do
song
we-
about stealing my records?
So guys, are we just ignoring his casting call couch?
Yeah. Well, we're
Oh,
just asking what
okay.
song.
We're just
Yeah.
talking-
Oh, and he's the bad guy?
Well,
Yeah,
he had some issues. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
played-
Well, so did Michael Jackson, and we
Yeah.
ignore that one. So
Yeah.
All right, we're
The
just
question's
talking about
just a song.
music, not
Yeah.
the person.
That's right.
Okay.
I only know Ryan Adams because of you, and I think I only know like 2 songs, and it's because of you.
The come pick me up song.
Come
but-
Pick Me
Yes.
Up's my favorite one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
of
only one I
course.
know.
Yeah. They're all full of shit, and they stole all my records.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool that you guys do CD exchanges. And would you keep one of Larry's CDs like that punk kept your record? LOL. Oh, you like that story? Yeah.
Yeah, come pick me up, John.
I
Yeah.
would not keep one of Larry's CDs. I could never do that to Larry. I would like to see Phil and Dave Alvin back together. Yes, Randy, that would be awesome.
Who's that?
They were in a band called the Blasters, and then Dave Alvin's a great guitar player, does all kinds of this solo stuff. Randy's my friend from Kansas City, and he's coming up here late August,
name's
September. Well, Randy, he's Randall Randy.
Does he know? Did he say you could say Randy?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes, he calls himself Randy,
Okay.
but Randall is the full name for Randall.
Like
Like people can call you Steph, but
But
your
what if
name's
I
Stephanie.
didn't want it? What if I said I don't
Well,
prefer it?
yeah,
In
well,
Florida, people call me Andrea,
Yeah.
yeah.
but I'm not. I'm Andrea.
Come pick me up. Yes. Josh, this is the gentleman who was so generous with me tonight. Josh, thank you so much. I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You're very generous of you. I appreciate it. And I'll buy a new
Oh.
record and I'll review it in your honor. Records in the Florida heat. Be careful. Yeah. Yeah, we keep them indoors.
As long as your air conditioning works, it's fine.
Yeah. Don't stop and go grocery shopping after you've been to a record show.
Randy Savage Nelson.
Hey, Jason. Thank you. Are you going to get all the Coliseum CDs? I'm going to try. Only one I had was a live one, and then Larry lent me the Valentine's
This
Suite
is a
one.
band I've never heard
Yeah,
of.
they're from like late 60s, early 70s. Yes, I'm a big fan now. Randy Savage Nelson. Yes.
Step into a Slim Jim.
Yes. There we go. You have the Macho Man record? He put out an album.
Did he get a
I
Grammy?
don't have it.
I don't think he could have got a Grammy for Best Album record. No.
I have Sweet Daddy Siki's album.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how many people would know Sweet Daddy Siki here.
Not many.
Probably not many, unless you're from
Nor
Toronto.
in wrestling, nor in music.
Yeah, neither.
Important question for a change. Did the Jays win? They didn't play tonight.
Wait, what was the other? What's
What artist, Glenn, would you be playing will cause Steph and Andrew to leave the room?
Oh, what was that artist we didn't like when we
Tom
were
Waits,
kids? Tom
maybe?
Waits. But
What
I
are
would
they
feel
building.
I would
in
feel
here?
different maybe
The
about
first
Tom Waits,
Waits song
now.
I ever played for them was What Are They Building in There? And that was kind of a turn.
We were young.
Yeah.
though.
But I think they might appreciate some Tom Waits if I put it on.
But I don't think anything
Who
would
would
make me leave the room. I don't know.
I think I could play some
Rush.
stuff that would make you leave the room.
Rush.
Yeah.
I think I could play some far out kind of jazzy shit that would probably do
Rush.
Like,
it. Yeah, you don't like Rush?
No, I hate Rush.
you would leave the room.
It's exhausting. I don't like it.
Oh,
I
wow.
think they're horrible.
Important question for a change. No, they still didn't win. They didn't play. Quit asking. Can you get Bryan Adams' album Wednesdays and review it? Is that the album I got to buy with the money, Josh? I'm going to listen to it on Spotify.
Oh, listen, I was gonna say I'll just let you borrow my Apple Music. You can listen to it and then let it know.
Josh, I'm going to listen to it on Spotify, and if I like it, I'll buy it. How's that? That's a promise I'll make, but I will comment on it.
He's a huge Ryan Adams.
They didn't lose. No, they didn't
'Cause they
play.
didn't
They
play.
lose. Yeah. Yeah, it's good news.
No
Yeah.
news is good news.
Yeah. That's right. What else? So we talked about upcoming concerts. What's the latest record you bought, or CD, or album because you guys stream?
So there's a band I was telling you about the other day that's opening for Boo Rodeo in the summer, the Wild Rivers. So that's something I'm on right now.
Okay.
The Wild Rivers. Check them out.
And where are they from?
I don't know. I didn't Google it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of music is it?
It's alternative. I'd say a new alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrea, what's the last record you bought?
not record, songs. I bought some Bad Bunny.
Oh man, that guy's
and?
huge right now.
And
Okay, so for a while I was like, who the hell is Bad Bunny?
yeah, he's huge.
And then
apparently.
I don't mind it. I'm okay. I'm digging it.
It's like Latin rap kind of, isn't it? Like it's got like a Latin beat to it, like Gloria Estefan or something like that. But except that he raps with it.
And the other thing that I recently bought, but not that I'm new into them, just like wanted to ensure that they were constantly on my phone, was a Tribe Called Quest. I love them. They're like my go-to.
I know that name, but I've never heard a song.
The first album of A Tribe Called Quest that I ever got was from you. You bought it because you heard that these guys were great and everyone was into them. And then you went to a store and you bought it and you're like, this is crap. I hate it.
I guess crap. I'm going to pass it off to someone.
Anyway, whatever. It works for me.
My buddy Rich Strickler from Philadelphia. Hey, Glenn. Awesome to see you on with your daughters. Very cool. Have a great birthday tomorrow. Thanks, buddy. You are the best.
Top 3 wrestlers of all time.
Top 3 wrestlers of all time. Andrea. Andrea works for the WWE, so she would know this stuff.
Of all time, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. That was my era. And then from there, I mean, do you rate a wrestler being great? Shit, I changed my mind.
Mick Foley.
Yeah. Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels, and Bret Hart.
All from the same era.
Now, do you like them because of their skill in the ring, or do you like the personality, or is it a bit of both? Both.
And all 3 of them are great in the ring for different reasons.
See, I'm trying to think. Mine would all be from my childhood, like Bruno Sammartino.
That's a different guy.
Oh, who else would I say?
Gene Kaminsky.
The Sheik. I never missed one of the matches when the Sheik wrestled in, not the Iron Sheik who just passed away, but the Sheik. And Gene Kaminsky was great. Killer Kowalski was great. Those guys were all awesome. Ryan Adams would make me leave the room. Well, Michael, if I ever get bored with you when you come over to visit me, I'm going to invite Ryan Adams over, and then when it's time to go.
Because you don't like the music, Michael?
I think Michael's probably a little turned off by his sordid past.
Fair.
Yeah, I knew nothing about that.
Happy birthday, Glenn. I just turned 70 myself. Oh, you old bastard. I really enjoyed your album memories video. I liked a lot of those albums myself. Well, thanks a lot, Stephen. I much appreciate that. Wednesdays is one of my favorite albums of his. Oh, cool. Well, I'll give it a listen. Heartbreaker is like the gold. Well, he's got an album called Gold, but that's the gold standard for me for Ryan Adams.
Oh, I don't know enough about him.
I saw Ryan Adams in the Cardinals. I went to Telluride Bluegrass Festival in 2008, I think it was, or 2000. Yeah, I think it was. And a bluegrass festival. It's all acoustic music, and they do have other artists there, like Bruce Hornsby was there. There's a lot of variety of music. It's not all bluegrass, even though it's a bluegrass festival. And Ryan Adams closed the show on the Saturday night. And everyone was expecting him. What they wanted him to do was an acoustic show, and he brought Ryan Adams and the Cardinals and rocked out. And I think the promoters were pretty pissed off with him that he did that. But
did it go over well with the crowd, though?
Yeah, it was good. Bad Bunny, the WWE wrestler. Yes, that's the guy. He shows up at WWE events.
Well,
and kicks. Who was the guy he always?
Yeah, but also
was it Kevin Owens? He was beaten up all the time.
Bad Bunny's not just a WWE guy; he's an everybody guy. Wasn't he at Coachella? Like, didn't he main event it?
Night.
Like Bad Bunny's, he's everywhere.
I know nothing.
We all miss you, Rich. Yes, Rich. We all do miss you. Rich has taken some time away from the vinyl community, making videos. Sammy Uso.
Yeah, you gotta love Sammy.
Oh, I know those.
Thanks, Josh.
Sammy's not an Uso though, but I'll explain it. Okay.
Right. Handsome Harley Race.
Harley Race is great.
Ric Flair, AJ Styles, and Jerry the King Lawler for me.
Mm.
Whoa. What
I'm
about
also an
Quite-
AJ Styles fan.
Quite the
yeah?
variety.
AJ Styles in WWE or AJ Styles in TNA, or does it matter?
The Sheik ran the Detroit territory in the 70s. Yes, and Toronto. So they went back and forth. He ruled Toronto for like 3 or 4 years, undefeated. You couldn't beat the guy. His manager, Abdullah Farouk, and the Cam Clutch. And I loved all that, man. He was from Detroit, I understand.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah, these are Rich is pretty much my age. They're
George
classics.
the Animal Steel ended up being a school teacher. I knew him. I actually did not know him during his wrestling days. I knew him after, when he was inducted into the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, and he was a school teacher at that point.
Wow, pretty cool.
Oh, cool. Did Stampede Wrestling. in
I
Ontario.
even know Killer Kowalski's real first name. Still remember it.
You know it, Ann?
Walter.
Waldeck.
I think it's Walter.
No, it was Waldeck. Waldek. Waldeck.
What's that?
Killer Kowalski.
I mean, it sounds
What's that origin?
odd enough that you're right. I'm going to
I
Google
think it's
just
Polish.
to confirm.
Archie Goldie. Oh my God! Now we're throwing the names out there. Did Stampede Wrestling air in Ontario back? Yes, absolutely. Bad Bunny versus Logan Paul. Book it.
I'll let my people know.
I started watching TNA in 2005 and been a huge fan of AJ all the way.
So you're wrong. It is Walter. Walter
I'm
Kowalski.
telling you, it was Waldeck. It's Waldisław. So it's there's probably a couple different
So we're
ways of
both
saying
wrong.
it. Yeah, it's probably
Waldisław.
we're probably both right.
No, we're both. Okay, sure.
On the
Hello,
positive
have a
note.
happy birthday tomorrow, Glenn. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that very much. Ultimate Warrior versus Randy Savage at WrestleMania 7 is my favorite match
You saw
ever.
that? I am not an Ultimate Warrior fan, and I understand people who grew up in that era and who watched it, who loved it, but it just not for me. Savage, yes.
Bulldog Bob Brown used to come to the post office where I worked at one time. Do you remember? That name doesn't sound familiar to me. Abdullah the Butcher, yeah. He had so many scars on his friggin' forehead, that guy.
Who has
From
a
wrestling?
restaurant? Who has a restaurant now, and people should go to Abby's restaurant.
Oh, that's it. Where is it? Where is it?
I would have to Google. You have to Google. It'll come up.
There you go. Abdullah the Butcher. Check out his restaurant.
Bulldog Bob
Very
Brown.
cool. Where were we? Last album? Oh, you said you bought Bad Bunny.
I'm trying to, stay in touch with the 20-year-olds.
Do you guys like the Police? I just start asking what bands I'm really getting
Like
back
Like
into.
Sting's the
Sting,
Police?
yeah.
I don't know if I know enough of
Really?
I just
Every
know
Breath
their
You
hits.
Take and all that.
Yeah, I just
You
know
like
their
those
hits.
songs?
So I don't know. I feels like it's one of those songs on the radio you just hear all the time. So you don't like it. You just
We're out of the picture here, Steph. We got to move in.
oh.
Actually, one of my viewers gave me a Police box set with all their albums in it. Sent it over from England.
I gotta say I've never listened
So
to a
I've got
Police
5.
album.
I got their 5
ever.
studio albums. They're really good.
Yeah.
The Clash.
Yeah.
I'm really heavy into
I
the
would
Clash
listen
right now.
to the Clash. I
Yeah.
feel like.
I wouldn't. No interest.
Really, they're great. Joe Strummer, man, the guy who was the writer and singer. Oh man, he's amazing.
What are you
Jerry
guys'
Lawler
thoughts
was
on
the-
the Strokes?
Oh,
My husband's in a Strokes cover band, so we've been listening to a lot more of the Strokes.
I don't mind them. It's kind of like garage rock with a bit of a punky
It's just like a
thing. They're good.
it's just like a 90s.
Kind of fun, right?
Yeah. Daryl sent me 3 songs that they recorded last night. I listened to them today. It was really good. They got a really tight
How
band.
you got them to open? I couldn't get them to open.
Oh,
Warner
well, I
never
couldn't
sent
hear
them to me.
What was this? Jerry
Just
Lawler
saying.
was the best for getting heat and also Bully Ray. John, that's our friend from Florida. John, these are my
Hi, John.
daughters, Stephanie
John.
and Andrea. John, can you tell me where you live? I said you're like an hour from Orlando.
He
I can't
doesn't want to
remember.
tell.
No, he'll say it. We're going to meet up in
Oh.
August. I already fell asleep watching Ric Flair matches.
Already
Don't
fell
lie.
asleep watching you
LOL.
guys.
But he's awake watching us. He's falling asleep.
What about Charlotte Flair? She's amazing.
Of course.
I
Hey, birthday
wrestled his
boy.
nephew, Pitbull Carrie
Rob,
Brown.
my buddy Rob. He's my partner in crime every Wednesday night for the live chats. Steph's going to see Blue Rodeo at the Budweiser stage. That's Rob's favorite band.
August 26th. Join me.
I wrestled his nephew, Pitbull. Oh, whose nephew?
The guy that they were saying.
guy
The
with
brown guy.
The
What was his
post
name?
office.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. There we go. So Andrea's,
Now he's bragging. And AJ Styles, for that matter.
Andrea's husband Daryl is a referee for WWE / NXT, and he was a wrestler, independent wrestler, and wrestled a lot of these guys. Right?
Let's be very clear. I'm married to the head referee.
The head referee, yes.
Not to brag.
But we're upstairs, man. I escaped the basement. Yeah. But Lynn went to bed, so I snuck up. She doesn't know I'm up.
Lynn
Don't tell her.
allows us upstairs.
Yeah.
So
Oldsmar. That's where he lives, Oldsmar.
okay, I'm from Canada. I'll Google that. I don't know how far you are from me, but we'll see.
I think it's like an hour from Orlando. John comes to Orlando all the time.
Oh, okay.
And AJ Styles, for that matter. Oh, Daryl wrestled AJ Styles, too.
Yeah, we've already done
Glenn,
that
the
one.
Electric Prunes are one of the best unsung bands ever. I agree. I had Too Much to Dream last night because
Coming
they're
to
big
my house
hits.
tomorrow.
Hello, Glenn's daughters.
Hello.
John.
Hi.
Nice. Enjoy Blue Rodeo show. Bob from Blue Rodeo is coming to my house tomorrow. Oh,
Where's
yeah.
that?
Yeah. So Bob Evans is a good friend of Rob's. He played with Blue Rodeo for I don't know how many years.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. And they do videos together and talk about music
amazing.
and stuff. He's kind of a session musician now. Kind of. Bulldog Brown was hilarious when he was beating down his opponent with a smile on his face. Daryl, did you have a smile on your face?
That's assuming Daryl got beat.
Oh. Josh, you're from Niagara. Cool. Well, let us know if you come to Trenton, Ontario. We can meet up, Josh. Wow, very good. What else is going on? What else can we talk about in music? Who else am I listening to that you might? Yeah, The Clash, The Police. Am I new? Do you guys like David Bowie?
I feel like I don't want to say no. Like, I feel like people aren't going to appreciate me saying
XTC?
no.
You know XTC?
I don't even know who that is.
Do you like David Bowie and Prince? The obvious answer is yes. But
The obvious answer is
I'm
Prince.
not a Prince fan.
You're not.
I like 2 songs.
I feel it's like Prince and MJ. It's like one or the other.
What 2 songs? Just out of curiosity.
I like
Okay, wait. You know what we could talk about? Weird music movies. Okay, so there's Hell, Hard Day's Night, but there's also Michael Jackson's Moonwalker that's kind of weird. And what about Purple Rain? That's a very strange, odd movie to watch, but like kind of fun. Like if you're doing nothing and you want to hang out with your friends and you want to have a laugh.
I actually like that song.
What else are weird music movies that are kind of fun to watch?
I don't know. Andrea, is Eric Young from Impact Wrestling ever going to debut in WWE anytime?
Okay, so
Andrea is not the promoter of WWE. That's up to...
I'm just a photographer, so I have no idea.
Yeah. If you want to know who smiles the best, she can answer that question. Other than that, we have no control.
It's all just opinion based, and I honestly have no idea. I know. So I'm from Toronto. Eric Young is from Peterborough, I believe, Toronto. But I mean, it's always nice to have another Canadian on the roster. I'll say that.
Just south of Tampa, about an hour and a half from Orlando. Is Sade still around? I think so. I'm not a Sade fan, and I don't know if I should like her or not.
I don't even know who that is.
She's a singer. Not a David Bowie fan, but I really like the album here. Oh, Heroes is a freaking great album. That and Low, or if you like Heroes, you got to like Low. Pulp Fiction. Yes, great movie. Glenn, do you remember your 16th? Absolutely, 1969. I remember it very well.
16th what?
Birthday, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Yeah. I just told kind of a half-assed story about being 16 in my video today. You can listen. I have some interesting stories from. That was one of the more interesting years of my life. Let's just say it that
Why?
way. I just went on lots of, so we say, journeys.
What does that mean?
And-
Drugs and virginity?
Well, nothing to do with virginity.
Well, I don't know.
He
He
lost
was
at
at
least 14.
I know what you were talking about. I didn't watch the video yet.
American Graffiti is the best rock and roll movie of all time. Great movie.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to add that. I'm going to watch that.
The Monkey's Head is a great movie.
Pulp
Yes, I
Fiction
love The Monkey's Head. Great
Just
movie.
Mention why though?
As a movie to watch?
I
Or
guess.
Yeah,
is it a
music
good
movies.
Movie? Or is this the soundtrack? to
Because
Pulp
the
Fiction is
soundtrack
pretty
to
good.
Pulp Fiction is good.
Isn't the soundtrack to Batman great, guys?
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah, the
who
first Batman
doesn't
movie. And
want to
that's a
listen to the
huge
Bat Dance?
and that's a huge album too. That was I remember you buying that and wanting that album.
Yeah.
And finding it. Yeah. That was a good soundtrack album.
Agreed.
Yeah. Do you still have that?
I don't.
Oh.
I gave it to a friend as a birthday present. I
Oh,
regret it.
first concert.
Well then
Stones fan. First concert for each of you. First rock concert?
yeah.
I think the first thing you took us to was Bela Fleck and the Flecktones.
Yeah.
I mentioned that today in my video.
Yeah, Bela Fleck. But like
The first one
but
that
like
you
mainstream,
guys.
that
No,
was
the
the
one you guys, one for you guys. Like
so that was the first concert was Bela Fleck, but the first mainstream concert was Bare Naked Ladies,
Yeah,
1995, Massey Hall,
Massey-
Gordon
yeah.
album. Yeah.
I did a video today. I
And
mentioned reflecting on some of the highlights
Still
of my
pretty much
musical
like one of our favorite albums of all time.
Gordon.
One of the
Gordon.
best breakup albums. Of
Yes,
all
it is
time.
a breakup album of all time. It makes you feel good. If you're going through a breakup, listen to Gordon.
And my first concert.
Listen to Eden.
What is the song where they say, "I know I saw you naked. I'll probably see you naked again."
Yeah.
My first concert was the Monkees, April 2nd, I think it was, 1967, Maple Leaf Gardens. The Greatest Showman is a good musical. I don't know it, John. When did the Stones peak? They peaked. I think they peaked at Exile on Main Street. I don't think Goat's Head Soup was as strong as the previous albums, especially that group of albums from Beggar's Banquet and Sticky Fingers and Let It Bleed and Exile. They were that was the absolute top. And then Goat's Head Soup came out and it wasn't as good. It's a good record. It's Only Rock and Roll is a really good record. It's got some good songs. And I like Black and Blue, but again, it's hit and miss. There's some great songs and some poor ones. And then I think Tattoo You, which came out in 1980, is their last essential album. After that, it's all hit and miss.
Good
Yeah.
answer. Good
Do
answer.
Gwen's daughters appreciate Steve Miller more than the old man? You guys like Steve Miller?
Again,
Joker,
like
Joker.
I don't only know their mainstream stuff, so I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just not.
I've never fully like listened to their.
The band, yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
I
Comment.
like the psychedelic stuff he did when he was in San Francisco in '69 or whatever. But
I'm gonna say no because I never
Blame it
have
on
fully
me.
looked into them.
what are we blaming on
Blame
you?
that's
Dad?
the song.
That's the song.
That's the Bare Naked Lady song she was talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought Daryl was getting in trouble again. Please tell me your daughters are Billy Joel fan. John's a
Yeah,
big
of
Billy Joel
course.
fan.
Huge Billy Joel fan.
Yeah, there we go. Yes, favorite Billy Joel song?
Vienna.
Really?
I love that song.
Oh, I don't know names of songs. What was the one about the boat? The boat.
Oh,
Is that the Wreck of the Edsmond
no,
Fitzgerald?
that's Gordon Lightfoot. But I know what you mean.
There's a boat song.
What is it?
Yeah,
I don't
You
know.
wanna
I'm
sing
really
live? You
not.
wanna sing
I'm
live?
really
John will
not
know.
good
What's the song
at
about the
names.
ship?
I can Google.
You want to sing? Sing
it
And
live.
my favorite one is Scenes from an Italian Restaurant.
Well, it's funny you say that. I was going to mention that one too.
How are the Jays doing this year? They are in the toughest division in baseball. All 5 teams are over 500. They're, I think, battling for the Yankees for 3rd place in the division. Probably a game out of a wild card spot.
Downeaster Alexa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And the Stones have been releasing records way past their peak. Yeah, but you know what? They're musicians. They're going to let them play. I hope they release more. Richard, how are you? Yeah, I love your daughters. Oh, because they're. John has 2 daughters as well. Downeaster Alexa, are your daughters streamers or they listen to record CDs?
Streamers mostly.
I buy records and CDs, but I'm not like hardcore like Neil Young, and you have to listen to start to finish. I will just buy a song if I only like a song.
Glenn, you're complete. I know. Sorry, we're kind of squeezed
Dude,
in
how
here,
much
Steph.
blend
It's hard.
do you need
to
Yeah.
see,
You really
people?
need my face.
You want them
I
all, like-
apologize, Bob.
Here we go,
Wait,
Bob.
what
What did he say? What did he say?
I'm out of the frame.
You both got to be in.
As long as you can hear me, buddy. You know what I look like. An Angry Young Man by Billy Joel is a great deep track from '74.
Okay.
Yes, it is. I really like some of the like those Billy Joel songs after the Stranger album, like
What's the
Start
prime?
the Fire.
What's Billy Joel's prime? The 70s?
Oh yeah.
Anybody ever
Yeah.
shocked to see what Billy Joel looks like? Like you hear him talking Howard Stern and stuff sometimes,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, he's this badass. He drives motorcycles. He's a
Yeah.
He's a mechanic guy. He was married to all these hot chicks, and then all of a sudden you see a picture, you're like, oh, that's what you look like.
When I
It's
was
always shocking to me.
Judge a book by its
when we were in
cover.
Orlando last year, Randy, we had tickets. Well, Andrea and I, Stefan wasn't with us, but we had tickets to see Buddy Guy and John Hyatt, and Andrea got sick, couldn't go. So Daryl and I went, and he put on a great show. Still at 86 years old, the man still playing the blues, man. And we both have T-shirts. You got a Buddy Guy T-shirt?
Yeah, sure. Means so much to me, being that I was at home in bed with COVID.
But it's a great. I love scenes. Yeah, Richard, that's a great song. That's my favorite. That was written, inspired by the Beatles medley on
What we were talking about earlier.
Abbey Road,
Okay.
Golden Slumbers, and all that. It was kind of he tried to make them kind of a mismatch of different types of music, and All for Lenya from Glass Houses is another great track. Yeah,
No.
I had that album. I should maybe give it another listen.
I haven't listened to Billy Joel forever.
Well,
There's a
that's what
lot
we
of-
should do tomorrow. Listen to Billy Joel.
Let's not go. It's my birthday.
Oh, okay. Okay, if you're gonna pick for what we're listening to on your birthday tomorrow, what's it gonna be?
Well, something that's hopefully sitting on that table all wrapped up.
Oh, it has to be new. Okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's going to be. I don't know. I don't want to say because I think I know what's in there, but I don't want to.
Say
I don't want to say no
Why?
because I don't. I want to pretend it's a secret.
Yeah,
You can't do that.
Rude. That's rude. That's ridiculous. We tell each other everything, all of our gifts.
But not.
I
like,
love Billy.
in
Richard's
this
a big Billy Joel fan too. Happy birthday! Thank you, Paul McCartney. Yeah, Richard's the biggest Paul McCartney fan in the world. He's actually met Paul McCartney. That's a
Nice
picture of
guy.
Paul.
Okay, Richard, what was the first thing you said to Paul?
That's
What
a
do
good
you
question.
wish you said to Paul?
What would be the first thing you would? Andrew went to see Paul McCartney last year in Orlando. What would you say to Paul McCartney?
Honestly, if I just met Paul,
Yeah.
if I just saw, I would say hi, Paul.
I would.
Honestly,
I don't know what to say to people like that.
Yeah. Well, I think there isn't a question he hasn't been asked.
I do feel like
What do you say?
after being around some famous people, I like to talk to them about random stuff.
Yeah. I kind of always like to ask musicians what they're listening to.
That's a
I
good
like to know what
question.
people are listening to.
That's a good question.
Yeah. That's kind of a stock question for me. Is what are you into? And we had a guy I've been into since the '60s. I know Arthur Brown. He had a song called "I Am the God of Hellfire." And I don't know if you've ever heard that song. You know, it's
Yeah.
on fire. Yeah, one of the great songs of all time.
Oh,
Anyway.
is that what that's considered?
Well, in my opinion,
Okay.
we did a live chat on my buddy Larry's channel. Larry, because Larry and I both reviewed Arthur's newest album a year or so ago, and he saw our reviews, and Larry kind of made contact with him through Facebook. And then we were doing a live chat, and unbeknownst to me, Larry says, "I got a guest coming on today with us, Arthur Brown."
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah, came on.
Yeah. That's-
So one of the questions I asked him was,
What are you
What are you
listening to?
into?
What was it?
he's into a band called the Comet is Coming. They're like a crazy, funky jazz band from the UK, and I owned all their albums.
Oh, you like him?
Fantastic band, love them. Wonder if a certain Beatles track from the White Album will be played tomorrow. Oh, you say it's your birthday.
Oh.
It won't be.
No, it won't be.
There
There you go. There's
That's
your
the last
answer.
album we're listening to
Yeah.
tomorrow.
My birthday was 2 days ago. Josh, happy birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Josh.
He was wonderful. There we go. Paul, remember when you were in the Beatles? He probably doesn't. Happy birthday, Glenn. Wishing you good. Thanks, Thomas. Thank you, sir. What else? Many more good years. Thank you very much. I hope so. I've got a new granddaughter here to watch get married.
Oh.
I'll be 97 that time.
Yeah.
We'll have to
27
hang
is
out.
even too young for her to get married.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy. So what's the 70 birthday meal? It's baked
Rigatoni?
rigatoni. Lynn makes the best rigatoni.
We're not Italian.
We're not Italian, but she makes a wicked rigatoni. That's what she's making for my birthday. I'm so grateful. Family's here. It's going to be just a great freaking day. Littlest Hobo, Canadian icon. You guys know or aware of that show?
Yeah, he was a German Shepherd.
Yeah. I even remember the theme song. Rolling around from town to town.
Oh,
Don't
it's like
think
our
I'll
version
ever
of What a
settle
Mess.
down.
You don't know what a mess? Oh, it's like the cartoon from the 90s.
How many
and
packs
it's a
of
dog,
candles
and it's
make
called What a
70?
Mess, and he was like, just a mess. Like you
There's-
would adopt this dog.
I had to buy 12. We had to buy 12 packs of candles and a bigger cake. Hell yeah, the Littlest Hobo. Yeah. Daryl remembers that. That's very cool. What else is going on? What else we got? Can't have silence in a live chat.
I'm like,
You always have to be chatting. We're actually going to leave
Okay.
pretty soon. We've been on for almost an
All right,
hour.
no
let's
pressure.
just talk about if you were going to listen to some hip hop, who would you try first?
Snoop Dogg.
good call.
I feel like you've tried him. You've listened to everyone's heard Snoop.
Yeah, but like,
Okay.
oh, like something he hasn't tried yet?
Does
Well, I don't know, like-
does early Beck work?
I don't know if Beck's considered any hip hop.
I don't know.
He does the odd song.
I don't know if Beck's considered hip hop.
What are you at? Two turntables and a microphone.
I wouldn't consider that hip hop. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what
I
it
would
is.
consider
Okay.
that just talking in a song.
Oh,
And there's never been like a hip hop artist you've heard a lot about that you were like, oh, maybe I'll check that out. I know it's not.
just Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's very talented.
He is. All right.
Is there ever a jazz artist you'd like to listen to?
Well,
I
so
couldn't name one, or I would.
when I was in Detroit, I went to Jack White's place, and they were playing a lot of jazz while I was in there. And what was that album I gave you?
Oh, that was blues. That was Lightning
Oh,
Hopkins.
That was blues.
Bluesy. Very bluesy.
Maybe not.
Hi,
Maybe
Lenny.
not jazz.
Beastie Boys are hip.
Yeah, he's continuing.
Yeah.
There's a voice that's always calling me down the road. That's where I'll always be. Great theme song, Littlest Hobo. Yeah. Until tomorrow.
What's that?
That's either a song or Daryl's going to bed.
No, it's a song. Well, what song is it? What song is it? Home?
Beastie Boys are hip hop. I've heard the first Beastie Boys is supposed to be really good. Their
Fred
first album.
Penner was a Canadian legend. That he
Lots
was.
of Beastie Boys is really good, guys.
Did you get the Maca picture book? No, I'm not buying it. I don't. I look at pictures once and the book goes on the shelf. I don't really see the point. It's
What
but
are you talking about?
it's a new McCartney. Mac is
Oh.
Paul McCartney's nickname. He's
Mac?
got he took pictures, all the pictures he took of the Beatles in like 1964. He's kind of put in a book.
Oh, I will say something to music fans. I was in Seattle recently, and we went to the Museum of Pop Culture, and they had an exhibit on photography and hip hop. It was called Contact High. If you are either a hip hop fan or a photography fan or both, you should check this out. Or if just like interested
Thanks,
in
Hornet.
how
I got it.
photography influences music or music influences photography and like how they work together to create creative album covers or content for the album, stuff like that. Just an amazing show. I did see that they had a book published too, and I would definitely recommend looking at the visuals. It was very cool.
Very cool. I'd love to go to Seattle. That's on my bucket list. Glenn, do you ever play anything besides strings?
Harmonica.
I tried harmonica. I wasn't
How
very
about the
good at it.
spoons? Does the spoons count?
I
Good
played drum.
kitchen
My
party?
the first instrument I ever played there was the drums. Actually, when I was like 13 years old, I was in a band in public school.
I think you told me that a couple of months ago for the
Fred
first time.
Penner, yeah, Fred Penner. Where's Doc? Remember Sharon Lois and Bram? Do you remember when we ran into Bram downtown and he wouldn't
Yeah,
sign
was kind of a
autographs?
dick.
Yeah, and he was a dick. Yeah.
Okay, did I ever tell you guys the story? So I went to a really classy photography party. Like they were like shocking orange stores. They had bartenders, everything. Anyway, I went in and I was telling the Bram story. So when we were kids, we asked Bram for an autograph. He turned us down. He was like, "Sorry, there's too many people around." And if you looked around, there was nobody
there was nobody.
there.
Yeah, like, and you're Bram.
Yeah, and you're Bram. Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Anyway, so I was at this party. I was telling this story.
Excuse me, you're Bram. Like sign
The
the
fact
fucking
that we're
autograph.
even asking for this autograph is insanity.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm telling the story at a party, and the lady standing there, her husband's best friend. They're best friends with Bram.
Oh, great.
And she's like, "He's not a dick." And I was like, "Well."
He was that day.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know if Donna ever told him that.
Children's entertainer refusing autographs for children.
Right.
Where's Doc? That's Larry. I don't know where he is. Or where's Doc? I don't know. He's not here.
Who's Doc?
Doc is, there's a guy on YouTube, Doc is, I think that's what you're referring to. And they always say Larry reminds me
Not
of
the
Doc
guy
Doc.
from Back to the
No,
Future.
it's not. That's awesome, Daryl. And I want the new Def Leppard book. Okay, James, I'll get that for you.
If you make
Happy
it
birthday, Glenn. Hello, young ladies. Hey, Nat.
Thanks,
You joined
Nat.
us late, buddy. We're going to take off pretty soon because we got to go to bed. The in sound from way
Wild party
out
over
is
here.
a great combo of hip hop, jazz from the Beastie Boys. Okay, cool. I might check that out. So I think we're going to say goodnight because we've been on for an hour and we just wanted to come on and say hello. I want to thank Andrea and Stephanie, my beautiful daughters, for joining me tonight. Hope everyone enjoyed this. And thank you all for the well wishes for my birthday. And thanks for tuning in at the last
George
moment.
Foreman grill, obviously.
What was the question? George Foreman grill? No, air fryer.
George Foreman
Oh,
grill.
no,
all
the
way.
air fryer, man.
I
Those
think I would
chicken
choose-
drumsticks were made in the air
I'm
fryer,
not, a
didn't
fan,
it?
I'm not an air fryer fan, I gotta say.
I don't
I
really
just
love
use-
the air fryer either.
I'm just using my
Oh,
oven.
yeah, no, air fryer. Glenn,
Or the
which character
barbecue.
was your favorite? Larry, Daryl, or Daryl? The other Daryl. Good night. Happy birthday. Nice to meet you, ladies.
Good night.
John, you'll probably meet Andrea in Orlando in August. Nice to meet the fam. Thanks, Dan. Even Ringo will sign
Of course
autograph
he
for a
will.
little kid. Of course he would. Yeah, although peace and love. He's too busy. Okay, thanks everyone. Good night.
Good night.